up, guys? It's Richie from Boston for the Northeast Overland channel, and I found another one. This time I am in North Carolina on my way to Uwharrie National Forest to meet another Land Cruiser fella, and I ran into this. This is badass. Your names?
I'm Jason Miller.
Samantha Miller.
Jason and Samantha Miller, and they have a seriously tricked out, supercharged, cool dog in the back, pop top Jeep. Tell me all about it.
So basically it's a 2013 Moab JKU. It's got the Magnuson supercharger on it, so it pulls at about 400 horsepower. It definitely gets it done not only on the highway driving to and from the trails, but then it does perfectly well on the trails. It's got a 2.5-inch game changer metalclaok lift on it. Also all the front suspension, drag link, all that is metalclaok. Then the metalclaok overland fenders, put those on. Those are actually the first things that went on. So it's been up and down some pretty good trails in the southeast. We've driven it all the way from outside of Orlando down to Key West, and there's a trail in the Uwharrie basin that you can, it's basically a gas line trail.
Yeah.
You can drive from Orlando all the way to Miami off-road. It's like a 2-day trip, so we did that.
Nice.
Yes.
I just did a trail similar. It's called the Rim Rocker from Moab, so it's from Utah to Colorado. Did it by myself, and at any rate.
Our next big ride is we're looking at doing the Georgia Traverse, which runs from Georgia into Alabama through the foothills of the Appalachians.
Nice.
It's about 280 miles.
All dirt.
Mostly, there's a couple spots where it's kind of Forest Service and you got to cross on a few here and there, but mostly dirt. So we're going to be looking to do that. Depending upon weather, we're going to try and get it done this year.
All right, more about the Jeep. What do you have for batteries? Your 12-volt system?
We just have a straight-up standard Optima battery.
Okay.
Nothing fancy. The only thing I run off of it, in addition to just some of the lights, is we have the typical Indel refrigerator in
45?
the back. Yep.
45 quart. How do you like that?
Runs well.
Nice. Nice.
It is. We've never had a problem. It's never drained out the battery. The auto shut-off works well.
I'll tell you, it's funny. It's funny you say that because I pulled in here because my IBS dual battery system is doing what they do. I upgraded it so I could jump start myself. Apparently, if it gets a little too hot under the hood, which makes no sense, it'll foul everything up, and that's just what it's doing right now. I have 2 Odyssey Extreme batteries, and it's telling me they're not working. What do you got going on the inside? Who made the sliders? Those are nice.
And those are actually, that's part of the Moab package. They're AEV.
So those are from Jeep.
Actually, this is the only thing.
That's the only thing still factory. Actually, the rear bumper is AEV too. I don't want to give this up because this is the bumper that has the water holders in the back. So
you can put water in the bumper?
Yeah, it holds 4 gallons of water.
That is
right
awesome.
here. This is where
I didn't even see any of these in Moab.
the pump
It actually works pretty good.
It's got a pump here.
It's the hand pump.
Hand pump. It's actually showers here.
We do drink it. They say you're not supposed to, but it's okay. The dogs are fine with it.
Right.
And we just upgraded the tires.
Can you pop the back? I know you just closed it up, but
we're not totally rigged up, but back here we just keep it simple.
no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
The fridge, and we found these containers that fit perfect. So it is. We can pull over, set up camp in 20 minutes, and we're good to go.
The shelf is from AT.
Yeah. If you have a 4-door Jeep, this shelf right here, this is from Adventure Trailers.
Yeah.
There's a cup. Terraflex started making one now. That is a must. It is a must.
That is nice. That's a nice setup. I put a setup like that in my vehicle too, like an attic, but I took it out. I did do one of these.
Oh,
That's Outback? Who made?
Yeah, that's Outback. We got it from Expedition Overland. That's something.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, somebody like that. They bring them in from Australia. Perfect little setup.
That's better than mine. That pisses me off. Did you do this?
Yeah. That's just a thin piece of wood that I just rigged
clever.
up.
All right. Because mine's from Front Runner. It's for a Jeep. It's 4 right here.
Yeah.
But I just welded 2 brackets on my gas tank carriers in the rear. It works. I mean, it's this high though.
Yeah.
But it still works. I also have one under my rear drawers. And tell me about the Ursa Minor.
So we've had this now going on almost 5 years. So it's showing a little wear, but that's because it's used and we use it. John at Ursa Minor has taken care of me because we were one of the first ones on the East Coast that had it. So it had some galvanized hardware, galvanized hardware on the East Coast. It started rusting. So it's all been replaced with stainless steel now. And it has held up fantastic. And we still don't see that many on the East Coast.
They're awesome.
It's awesome.
Comes with the two roof racks, and we actually had the third one added. So we have a third one you can add for like longer surfboards.
We've had up to 9 kayaks up on this thing.
That is awesome.
And they're removable for those tight trails.
Right? Yeah, because they'll come right off.
Yep.
And then the latest thing that we just did was I had to get we just turned about 100,000 miles on the Jeep. So I finished off the tires, so we just got the NATO ridge grapplers. And I gotta say, I've been really impressed. Before this I had the general grabbers. They were good off-road, but on wet pavement they were definitely a high pucker factor.
Right, yeah, and you don't want that. There's a few tires that I found out the hard way, phenomenal on every surface except the road.
Yeah, the actual road.
So that's not cool. I have the next ones up. I have the mud grapplers on there.
And these I think are just a fantastic. On the road, they're no louder than stock tires.
Son of a bitch.
Off-road, I have had them in, actually we just had them in mud this morning.
Yep.
We got on the pavement, we just drove maybe 10 miles on the pavement, they cleaned themselves right up.
That's beautiful.
I mean, you can tell the mud, we were in deep, typical southern mud.
Southern mud, I'm looking forward to it.
So, yeah. Now, this is our rig that we've had.
Let me ask you one more thing.
Sure.
So does this pop up in a V or does it pop straight up?
It, at a slant, the front comes up about 16 inches, the back will come up about 3 feet.
Okay, have you ever had any issues in the wind, high winds or anything like that?
Nope.
We have been in West Virginia in the middle of Christmas in a snowstorm in it.
Oh my.
And we were fine. And we've been
yeah.
camping on the beach in Wilmington on Carolina Beach out in North Carolina. And it was one of those fluke storms that came in at about 2 a.m. Everybody else started hauling ass off the beach and we just weathered it out in here and we were fine.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you have a, this is a Moab, so it comes with electrical outlets, right?
Yes.
That's awesome, because I have a Magnum 1,000-watt inverter in the back, and about 2 days ago it decided it needs a monthly test. I have no idea what that means, so all my electricity is gone.
We have one in the back and then there's one in the center console.
Those are a score, okay? Because some of us have to put them in, and I cannot believe I got the most expensive one they possibly make, and it failed. At any rate, enough of my woes, but that's how I met you right here, so it works out well.
No worries.
Phenomenal truck. I'm glad to see you guys use it. I'm glad everything's holding up well, too.
Yeah.
What do you think of the lighting? Is that a lifetime LED?
No, that is an eBay special $100 light bar.
How long have you had it?
4 years.
How well does it work?
No problems
Go ahead.
whatsoever.
Dang it. Rigids all around except for the very, very top, and they're
I've rigid, my backup lights are rigid.
Are they?
I saw this one for $100 and I said, I'll take a chance.
And it stands.
It stands. We haven't had a single problem. It's
No condensation inside?
No.
Really? Because I have a lifetime LED up top, which is 500, and it's as soon as it rained out.
I went and got the nice brackets because I figured I'd end up getting a nice one sooner or later, and to be honest, the light bars held up better than the brackets.
Unbelievable. Well, this was a pleasure. I'm glad, to tell you the truth, it sucks that I'm pulling over because I got another issue, but beautiful rig. Oh, what type of winch do you have?
Barricade.
What do you think?
Just a standard 9,000 pound winch from Extreme Terrain online. I haven't used it a ton, luckily, but I've pulled some pretty built Jeeps. I pulled it right at, a guy thought he had an 8,000 pound rig and it's only a 9,000 pound winch and it had no problem.
Oh my.
I've had it now for 4 years, still perfect.
Are those? Go ahead.
So if anything, I might have to replace the synthetic line soon, but
yeah,
problems.
See, they haven't been around long enough to tell when you really do have to swap them out,
Yeah.
We do keep the cover on it at all times, and the cover is marine grade vinyl with UV thread.
That
you
matters.
just stitch together.
Yeah, I actually custom made it, so.
Nice. That's badass. Are those stock headlights?
No, those are truck lights, truck LEDs.
Nice. And in the bumpers?
Those are X-Brights.
Is that a factory bumper or did you swap it?
That is a metalclaok bumper.
Okay, I think you already said
It came with an AED, but I junked that.
You got the quick disconnects for your front sway bar?
Yep, homemade.
Nice.
They work just fine.
That's
Actually, if you would have pulled in 10 minutes early, you would have seen me putting it back on.
Well, it looks professional. I don't dig this camera. There it is.
Yeah, and the
All
lift
right.
is the metalclaok lift, which
Metalclaok, and you love it?
love it.
And
I can't say enough good things about those
Yeah,
guys. And I'm supposed to like more East Coast stuff being out here, but they're a West Coast shop, but they are phenomenal.
And we just did the flex test with them.
Yeah, and we just got for only a 2-inch lift, short arm lift. We had 22-inch flex in the front and 18-inch flex in the back.
Oh my. Nice. That is awesome. So you guys are just all over this. You love it. I do too. I can't stand it. I leave home all the time. I'm out of here. I'll be back in a month and a half. All right. At any rate, all right, guys, that is it. I really, really appreciate your time. I will. That's it. I'm out.